everyone, and welcome back to my forever world. Today what we're going to be doing is adding another room on top of my little tower house here, as well as renovating one of the rooms that has already been built. We're going to add the new room first, as that is the room that I have on my mind immediately, so that'll be the one that gets done quickest. Oop. Whee! I'm not sure why I did that. We have to go to the top floor. Anyways, place your bets on the room being renovated. Will it be the storage room, the furnace room, my bedroom, the enchantment room, or Aurora and Sunny's room? But as of right now, we'll get the main task out of the way first, and that's going to be building my armory room. We have all the materials that we're going to need right in here. And I feel bad that I came up here and didn't bring them a treat, so let me go grab one. Alrighty, here you are, y'all. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get this going. Alrighty, so this is going to be where the walls are. So I'm going to be placing these down. I believe that I have enough material, but again, that's been kind of a common thing that I always get the number that's needed incorrect. And for now, I'm going to be putting a stone cutter down here because I am going to need it to change. Okay. To change a few of the quartz blocks. So, I have already come to the realization that I do not have enough of a material that I need. Let me go grab that. And we're back. Keep getting the structure all done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop, well, I mean, I might as well place the correct block. Are we right? Looks like we should be. That actually means that you two are not going to be these. You're going to be these. 3 and then 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think one of them might have fallen on my balcony. I mean, I might need to go try and find that. And it'll be a nice time to go to bed. And then the last one. Perfection. And now we just got to fill in the top. You see, I always try and estimate how much I'm gonna need, and it's ridiculous how wrong I am every single time. So now I need more smooth quartz. Gonna need 4 of the chisel, as we're gonna have a nice little decorative bit right here. If you can guess already, this room is supposed to kind of look Greek or Roman. I'm gonna say Greek. That's final answer. And I have a design for these open spaces as well, as you can probably guess as to what it's going to be. But I still haven't finally decided on which one it's gonna be. I may make it rainbow, or I may just replace it with normal glass. We'll see how I feel once it's done, and then a little time after. I'll let some time pass, see if it needs to be changed. Well, good to see you guys. Mwah. Mwah. I'm gonna need to start not estimating how much material I need and just start actually counting. So this section is gonna be a little easier. We got 4 pieces of glowstone. There will be 1 more of the tower. Which ones are these called? Actually, I'm not sure. Gotcha. So there's going to be 1 more quartz pillar that's like directly above the head of this area. So, you know, it kind of looks like you're a statue and all that kind of stuff back in Greece. And then we're going to be filling in these empty spaces with some rainbow glass. Alrighty, so fill this in and get the 1 pillar right above. Beautiful. So there's 3 different designs that I would want to do for the empty area right now. And I haven't really come to the final decision as of which. I would very much love y'all's input. One of the options is to just build the pillars down and, you know, make it to where there's 4 pillars for the building holding it up. The second one would just be that there's clear glass in the area, so we get a nice large view of the world and town around us as it grows. Or the last idea, which is going to just be the one we do as a default for now, is going to be filling it in with some rainbow glass to give it a bit of pizzazz and style, as seen from an outside view of my house. And we're going to be getting that going right now. So something I'm glad that I have now is Silk Touch. So if one of these things goes wrong, it's going to be very easy to get it back. And dear Lord Almighty, how did I ever think that was going to be enough? So I'm going to need more for magenta. So enough for 1 more red and 1 more magenta. Oh wait, yeah, duh. I wanted to do 2 more of each. That's why. Let's just cut to when I'm back. This is always a not fun part of Minecraft, doing glass panes on glass panes. And see, now this will be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. I don't have a face cam, but you know, if I did, I'd make a joke about jumping off the top roof of my house if I didn't have 47 levels. I have absolutely no idea in the slightest how I've even gotten this far in this world. I'm just glad I didn't make it hardcore. This never would have lasted. Look at that. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, yellow's turn. And now green. We have two separate ones for green. One for the front because, you know, it's just going to be the panes. But for this one, I need the ladder to keep going. So it's got to be blocks instead. Which, you know, kind of makes it look a little strange. But it's from the back of the house anyway. So I don't really care. Blue's turn. That was a little easier. And finally, magenta. I wish there was an easier way to do this. I remember I used to play Pocket Edition. That was like my main way of playing Minecraft. And it went so terribly whenever you tried to use glass panes. It was so irritating. Popping the ladders on there and removing this thing. We have one more step before this room is officially done. And it would be to add all of the armor stands as well as the armor that will be on them. We got them all placed, but I will say we are a little low when it comes to the actual armor itself. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just be simply crafting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simply crafting some of the rest of the armor that we're going to need. Next is something that I've never crafted before. Let me see, actually, is it the same? Am I right with the numbers? It's been a while since I've made, oh, I don't want that many. It's been a while since I made like a full set of armor. Let me see here. So that, and that. Oh, I grabbed far too many. Anyway, whatever. We still have enough. I think I had like one thing of copper in there, but it doesn't matter. We have my iron set. We have a pair of gold pants. Let's get the rest of them. As you can see, my last mining trip went very well with my new set of tools that give me a bunch of stuff. So we got the chest plate, the helmet, and the boots. I'm going to be repairing them later just to get them back up to their full potential, but I have gotten all of the chainmail. It's a lot easier with the skeleton spawner because a bunch of skeletons for some reason spawn with these armor on them. So let's get them all sorted. Leather first. Then I'm going to say chainmail. Copper. Oop. Every time I do. Copper. Iron. Oop. Come on. There we are. Gold. And now we're only missing 2. One of which I'm not going to have for a very long time as it is netherite and I am way too scared to do that. But the other one that we're going to be, sorry, a little close. Oh, sorry. There we are. So, another one that we're going to be doing, the final one that is going to be placed inside of my armory room, is going to be a fresh set of diamond armor, where we are also going to be getting that amazing achievement. I think it's like, cover me in diamonds or something. Oh, oh I thought I had to wear all of the diamonds. Hold on. I thought I had to wear a full set. Cover me with diamond. Diamond armor saves lives. I thought I had to wear a full set, but you know what? That doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it anyway, just so I can feel the accomplishment of getting a full set of diamond armor. And there we are. A full set. TakkAttackA in a full set of diamond armor. How absolutely amazing. Alrighty, let's get this stuff onto its armor stand so it can look super sweet with all the other stuff that I got going. Again, netherite is going to be a hearty minute before we get that one, but that's alright. Eventually, very soon, I'm also going to be fully enchanting this diamond set so that I can do things such as going to fight the Ender Dragon, fight the Nether, go into the ocean monument thingy, the trial chambers, and all other kinds of stuff like that. But for now, we finally have the armory room complete. We have all of our sets of armor that we have that are applicable, sorry. And again, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be its complete final design. I might go back on it. I might change it whenever I feel like. But hey, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And now we have the second task of the stream and episode clips, whatever you want to call it, which is renovating a room. Have we guessed which room it's going to be? Have we guessed? Anyone have their guesses? Anyone have their guesses? Whee! Real quick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a nice little peek at the house before I renovate this room, and with the new addition of the house, just so that we can have a nice little view on how it's changed. Another growth of what we've done. And there we are, a nice little view at our house with its new addition of the armory on top. I think it adds a nice little burst of color, because the only other two that really give a nice set of color would be my bedroom and the enchantment room. I think it's nice to have something with a cute little design. So, the final determination of which room is going to be renovated during this stream. In 3, 2, 1. Oop, wrong button. Imagine a Krabby Patty just coming closer to the screen. Okay, I'm done with this joke. Anyway, it's going to be the enchantment room. I'm sure that it might have been an easy guess considering how bland it looks. But to be completely honest, we're not even making any gigantic changes to the inside of it. It's more for its decorative and outside of the house look, if I'm being completely honest. So, the changes that we're going to be making is that it's a little bland with wool. I think that it doesn't look good. I think it kind of makes it look a little bland and boring and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of have a gigantic ego after getting my enchantment tools and all of the amazing stuff I got from that one mining trip. And so we're kind of going to be decorating this with a huge, gigantic ego, and I'm allowing myself to do that. So let's get started. So if you weren't able to guess from all of the materials that are in my inventory at the moment, we're going to be replacing the black wool with obsidian, the red wool with redstone blocks, and the couple of light blue wool with diamond. Oh, and like I feel like I can already hear it, the amount of the arguments on the amount of materials that I would be wasting when it comes to this renovation. And you know what? I hear you. I hear you all, and I 100% agree that this is kind of a gigantic waste of material, especially diamonds. However, I kind of just really want to do it. I have no other explanation other than that. It has been something that has been on my mind ever since I originally built this room. It's always been the final design idea that I would be doing. And now is the time that I get to start on it, and I am very happy about that. So, we're going to start off with the floor, just because it's always, good to start from the ground up, that kind of thing. I'm probably going to leave these pillars of wool just because they're never seen, and it was only because after I built it, a zombie spawned in one of them, which I didn't know was possible, but it happened anyway. So, we're going to be keeping those there. And let's get out the obsidian. It's gonna, like, the whole point of this room, obviously, is to look like an enchantment table. And, okay, that's kind of I need to stop being messy, because this is obsidian we're talking about. But, yeah, so basically, this has always been the final plan build look for this room. Considering it's supposed to look like an enchantment table, I want it to, have that look. I want it to be made with the things that it looks like it's built with. I think I could do better with the redstone blocks, but at the moment I haven't found anything that I think kind of fits what I'm going for. So if I am able to find it, or if anyone has some suggestions, let me know. And I know with the armory, I was talking about how I am very bad at estimating the total amount of materials that I need, but I will say with this build, I went kind of above and beyond with the amount of obsidian that I thought that I needed, because I really don't want to make a run to a cave to grab a thing of obsidian, like a few blocks of obsidian. I think I went very far enough with well over 2 stacks of obsidian. There we are, the floor already looking a lot more textured than just some wool. And now I'm actually going to wait to finish doing obsidian walls, because I think actually it would be significantly easier to do the redstone and the diamond from here. Pop this baby down in where the enchantment table usually is. And let's get some redstone blocks in here. Alrighty, we'll see if this should be enough. I have 39 blocks. Let's see. Oh, right. Let's play the game like a pro. Play the game like someone who knows what they're doing, even though it should be common knowledge by this point that I don't. Oop. Ah! Okay, falling down that hole, but at least there's a ladder so I don't fall completely. Oop. Well, although I probably missed some redstone blocks, I assume that we have enough. Or some red wool blocks. Oh my gosh, do I not? Oh, beautiful, with 3 to spare. And so now we have the fun part. We get to make some diamond blocks. I forget how many I need. I think I need 16 diamond blocks. I think I need 16 diamond blocks. So that's all but one. I'll pop that back into some ingots. But let's get rid of these. I don't care enough to go back down and make a pair of shears. Here we are, replacing some wool blocks with some beautiful diamonds. I was thinking to myself about how stupid this is when I was going to, like, because the main purpose of the trip was to get more iron because of how many iron tools I used when I didn't have enchanted tools, specifically diamond. And now, oof, gosh, that scared me. And now, like, when I was there, I was like, oh, I can also switch out the materials if I get enough. And let me tell you, dude, Fortune 3, what an amazing enchantment. It was just so great to do. I'm so happy that I am able to do this silly little use of my materials. And here we are with the final diamond block. Beautiful, getting it all nice and placed down. What a phenomenal use of some of the best materials in this game. But don't worry, we have plenty of diamonds to spare. And now what I'm going to be doing is building up the obsidian walls just so it can be a nice closed off room again. Get all of the bookshelves replaced, and then finally get the enchantment room back to how it's supposed to be. Yeah, the second that I realized that, like, I had like a bunch of diamonds, this was my immediate first thought. I started thinking about this, and then I was like, oh wait, hold on. I need like armor, like diamond armor, if I want to have like the best of the best stuff. So, but you know what? We had enough, and that's all that matters. We had enough for everything, and that to me is all that matters. Getting this silly room of my silly house in this silly world just a little bit sillier. And now the final remaining step. Ooh, I lied. And now the final remaining step of putting this room back together. You can't even see the diamonds from the inside. Putting down the enchantment table. How beautiful, how amazing that we have upgraded this room. I'm going to go to sleep so the rain will stop, and so it'll be daytime, and then we'll get a nice good peek at this new room, or this, I apologize, redone room of the house. Alrighty everyone, here we are, back again at this location for another view of the house after its redone enchantment room. And here we are getting a peek in 3, 2, 1. Oh goodness, what an amazing use of my materials. Oh, I'm so happy. It looks like an enchantment table. I think that the one thing that I could do better would be replacing the redstone with another block. I'm just not sure what block would fit best for the actual design of it. I think maybe the wool might do good because it is supposed to be like a cloth that the book is sitting on. But otherwise, I think that we've done a phenomenal job with both the armory and the enchantment table. Anyway, I hope that you all very much enjoyed this stream, the video, or the TikTok clips, whichever one you're viewing from. Up next, something that we're going to be doing is building a place for the cows, which at the moment I'm kind of going back and forth between doing a gallon of milk to keep them in or a Neapolitan ice cream tub. to keep them in, whichever one. And I'm also not sure where I'm going to place it. Maybe behind the books. That might be good. Who doesn't like having a nice bowl of ice cream while reading a book? Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope you all have had a nice night. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Ugh, gosh darn scaffolding.